was percolating. What's really good in the hood, man, Theo Butler. I know. No notification whatsoever. No. It's late night with Theo B. So I just did comic book review. The Avengers. Issue 28. That was cute, wasn't it? I gotta give Jed McKay his props. I gotta give Miss Bravaro, Adriana Ricaro, her props on that lovely artwork on that. Of course, they've been doing their doggone thing. In regards, Kamoyo King, president of the Black Panther fan group. So I get it. I might have rubbed some of y'all the wrong way. I get it. That's fair. You know, when you do comic book reviews, you got to be prepared to rub people the wrong way. What I will say is this: if I rubbed you the wrong way, I apologize. I apologize. There's a method to the madness. You would have to ask Mr. Smith. But what I will say is this: what's going on, Big Ruby? What's going on? What's going on, Ronnie? What I will say is this: is that either I'm going to be proven right in this particular situation in which they're not going to put Aurora and T'Challa back together, or I'm going to be proven wrong and they are going to put Aurora and T'Challa back together. Now, if you know me like I know you, and you know I know you like you know me, what do you think I would prefer? I hope I ain't got to say nothing. So I'm hoping you picking up what I'm putting down. Like, you know, this be one of them times where I wish we all spoke Zosa and everything like that, and I would go ahead and say what I got to say, but I don't want to say what I got to say. You would have to inbox me to figure out what I'm trying to say. I just ain't gonna say it here. But what I'm saying is that what I'm saying is this: I know what you know what I know. I've seen what you've seen. You've seen what I've seen. I've read what you read. You read what I read. We ain't telling nothing new. We ain't telling one another nothing new. We not. But what I will say is this: I'm gonna go back. I reiterate it. I read Avengers versus X-Men more than once. Because I read it, and then 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 I read it again. And the whole time I'm reading, I'm looking. Like I'm looking at words and I'm looking at pictures. And you know what? Words ain't matching up with pictures. Words ain't matching up with pictures. And I'm like, because I know how I initially felt. You know, we all felt like that. But then I looked again, I said, wait a minute. I sat back, you know, I like to tell people I'm a classically trained reader. You know how you have a classically trained writer? Right. So I'm sitting back, I'm looking at this thing like. Then I go back to some articles. I've read those articles, you read those articles. You see Chris Claremont's name attached to that. I see Chris Claremont's name attached to that. You know what they done had to say. I know what they done had to say. You done read the message boards. I done read the message board. So I'm like, And then we remember that 15 issue run, right? And I don't think none of us cite nothing in that. It's a lot of stuff happening in that 15 issue run. Because if we gonna cite that 15 issue run, if we gonna cite one thing in that 15 issue run, then we gotta cite everything that happened in that 15 issue run. And if we're going to accept one thing that happened in that 15 issue run, we gotta accept everything that happened in that 15 issue run. And I don't believe any of us are accepting anything that happened in that 15 issue run. I really think, as far as we're concerned, that 15 issue run is non-canon. Like I ask yourself right now, could the person that wrote them 15 issues really stand in front of you right now and you not scowl, you not feel some type of way, you not feel a lump in your throat? Kamoyo, we already know the answer to that question. When it come to you, we gotta make sure Shoney does. We gotta make sure your wife does. We gotta make sure your wife does. Mr. Smith, we would just call security because we know what's gonna happen. Me, I'm just gonna be like, because I'm calm with it now. I'm just gonna be like, but ain't nobody citing that 15 issue run. Right, right, cool. Then I start thinking about some other stuff. Because I remember talking to some people. Miss two videos, can't miss this one. Appreciate it, Big Ruben. So we had this thing when I worked at Best Buy. It was called active listening. And active listening is when somebody talking, shut up. And I mean, don't just shut up with your mouth, shut up with your mind. And I distinctly remember somebody telling me who had the say so over them two. I distinctly remember that because I asked the question got answered, and that I remember the answer. I remember the answer like it was yesterday, and so I'm like, And I found that awfully odd, awfully peculiar, considering who's currently writing the Avengers, who his favorite Avenger is. I didn't ask for that. That got told to me. I remember what was told to me. I remember what was told to me like it was yesterday. And I remember issue 1 of the Avengers. I remember T'Challa, was chilling on a yacht, middle of the ocean. Carol came and got it. And she said, I need the most dangerous man alive. I remember that. And I remember T'Challa trying to give Carol some advice. And she would say, hey, didn't you come get me? Because I ain't come get you. I was chilling. She said, oh, okay, well, you might want to listen then. I remember that. And I remember, because you remember it too. I remember when Aurora came over, Buddy pieced out. I found that to be very, very ironic. I find that to be very, very coincidental. Like, I was like, that's weird. So your ex show up on the team and you out? Now, mind you, I talk about writers because we always, it's just too many times we look at the character. There's somebody writing these characters. And I like, once again, I'm go back to that 15 issue run. I don't think any of us are citing what that person did during that 15 issue run. So I'm looking at when somebody come over, join the team, right? I'm checking. And I know who T'Challa is. He ain't never acted like 1999, 99 T'Challa. Well, Okoye said, don't freeze. And he said, I never freeze. As soon as he saw Nakia, he froze. Right. Well, this T'Challa right here, I mean, I know he love her, probably get butterflies all in his stomach and everything like that, but you got to leave. Something uncharacteristic about that right there, like that. I don't see the dude that, that just told Carol in the first issue, I ain't come see you. You came and saw me, right? Right. I don't see that dude just, I got to go. This the same dude just told Logan in his own comic book, like talking trash. You want me to leave you? Like that T'Challa, when she came over, acted more like the T'Challa in the John Ridley run and the T'Challa in the 1999 universe than the T'Challa I think we come to. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. I don't think that was him. But anyway, Buddy pieced out for a minute. And he was only supposed to be gone for 2 issues. Yeah, the dude that's writing the comic book, he quoted as saying, hey, he was only supposed to be gone for 2 issues. He was gone for way more than 2 issues. But why was he gone anyway? Like, I like the story in the Meridian Diadem and everything, like, but why he got to go? Why he got to leave? Got to leave, okay. And then I look at issue 3. The last few pages. You read Aurora and I've read Aurora. You know how we talk about Avengers versus X-Men? You know how you know how I talk about it, and I say how them characters, they weren't written like they were supposed to be written, like they were written out of character. Remember when I said that? That's me being objective. Like, and so I'm saying to myself, whoa, whoa. I know me, and I'm human. That's Aurora, mutant, goddess. During her moment of weakness, she saw the physical doctor first. That didn't work. Then she sought a spiritual doctor, Jericho Drum. He healed her. You got to follow doctor's orders. Follow doctor's orders and you're going to be good. You don't follow doctor's orders, things could go left. Safe to say she ain't follow doctor's orders. But Aurora, who is a spiritual person and, recognized by some as a goddess herself, acted very, very human. I read Aurora and when she's having moments of weakness. And I read where Aurora used the word goddess because she's literally praying to a goddess. She don't say she praying to God. More often than a little bit. More often than a little bit. But in this particular instance, vice praying, vice meditating, she did something that my mother mind said quite a few of us would say was uncharacteristic. Had that been a one-off? Maybe. But then I sit back and I say to myself, these comics are written like what, 5 months in advance? So if I know the comics are 5 months in advance, I know who has say so and who doesn't. Then why would somebody that doesn't have any say so do something that could jeopardize what the person who has some say so could do if they wanted to? Because that don't make sense. And then I look at the Hellfire Gala, Hellfire Vigil. That's a one-off. That's a one-shot. And if I say you really ain't got to do that in issue 3, you definitely ain't got to do that in that Hellfire Vigil. But you do it anyway. It's bad enough that I'm sitting here and I'm looking at Reginald Hudlin's Black Panther Annual 1. That's bad enough. It's bad enough that during the Krakoa era, Jonathan Hickman had plans for that Storm special. That's in mind you, Reginald Hudlin put King Solomon and both frogs in that story. And Jonathan Hickman wanted to write that story and got told no. No, that's way too many coincidences. That's way too many coincidences for me to believe that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Like I ain't wrong for, I ain't mad at being wrong. Like I told you, I this hit man on this particular one. Yeah, I don't I want to be wrong. But if I sit back and objectively look at it, oh well, no, that ain't gonna no. They don't want that. That ain't gonna happen. And because you didn't wrote it like that and everything like that, where you didn't have to, go and do that. Go and follow through. Go ahead. I because I'm sitting up here like this. If you asking me, right, here's how I feel about the situation. One, you could have wrote Avengers versus X-Men. I know what T'Challa would have did, and I know what Aurora would have did. They wouldn't have chose sides. They'd have chose each other. And if you are a T'Challa fan and an Aurora fan, and that's how you conducting yourself, you know that's what would have happened. So stop capping. He'd have walked her off the field because he'd have swung on anybody that would have harmed her, mutant or Avenger. It wouldn't have mattered. You know how that dude get down. And you know how fiercely loyal she is and everything like that. She'd be like, we got to go. Because if anybody hurt you, I got to hurt them. She not caring. That ain't what happened. And if you a Black Panther fan, how can T'Challa annul a marriage he never approved of? When folks say stuff to me, I'm like, no, if we saying we comic book fan, T'Challa couldn't marry Aurora without Bad's blessing. So if he can't marry Aurora without Bad's blessing, how he dissolve the marriage without Bad's blessing? Stop it. They know what we know. You know what I know. I know what you know. We know what they know. Stop that. Stop capping. Stop capping. They didn't want to do that. You know, Chris Claremont said that in that article. They didn't want them together in the first place. Well, that ain't on them two characters. They fictional. That's on the editors. Regardless of what ethnicity, race that editor is, gender that editor is, that's on the editor. That's on the writers. We need to stop acting like that. Then we saw that hit piece that Jonathan really did for 15 issues. I know damn good well ain't now one of us sitting up here quoting what didn't Cap whoop T'Challa's ass in that. Matter of fact, who didn't whoop T'Challa's ass in that 15-issue run? We citing that? Because at the same damn run where we sat up there and we saw Gentle was on the moon. Yeah, here we go. I like the way Mr. Ray Smith said it. With Gentle being from Wakanda, why did it have to be written that Gentle was a Wakandan spy? Why couldn't it be Gentle was on Oraco to make sure nothing happened to Aurora? Why wasn't written like that? Which one seems more like T'Challa? Because I'll give you another one out there. We do know he was spying on the Avengers. That's why he joined them, right? You damn right. You damn right. I'm gonna be closer to a possible enemy than just letting him sit out there willy-nilly. He a king. He's a military strategist. You damn right that's what he gonna do. But we also know he's in love with Aurora. So why wasn't this the move? Why it couldn't have been not only was Gentle on Oraco as not only a Wakandan spy, but under specific orders from T'Challa that if anything happens to Aurora, get her the hell up out of there. Why not? Which one we think is more likely? If we readers, critical readers, which one we think is more likely? Because I ain't going to be pushed to get in my feelings when I know better. Right. So then we sit up here and T'Challa dip. Aurora make him angry? Yeah. Aurora make him go run? Stop. T'Challa make Aurora angry? Make Aurora run? Stop it. Stop that nonsense. The writer said he only intended for T'Challa to be gone for 2 issues. Seemed like somebody said no. He gonna be. Seemed like somebody over him told him, like somebody told Jonathan Hickman. Right? Seemed like somebody told him, nah, that ain't what we doing. Okay. Well, seemed like that ain't what they want to do. That's how I'm looking at it. They don't want to do it. They don't want to do it. They ain't gonna do it, and they ain't gonna do it for the reasons that I said they ain't gonna do it. Now I could be wrong. Which one you think I want to be right, or you think I want to be wrong? I'm gonna keep up with these notes. I'm gonna keep up with these notes real quick. Here we go. Let me see the grill cooking. I'm just saying, just tired of writers playing fast and loose with T'Challa. I am just hey. I ain't finna be emotionally manipulated. I'm like this. Hey man, go and do what you're gonna do. I don't own no stock in Marvel. I don't. I don't own no stock in Marvel whatsoever. Marvel ain't. I mean, I'd love to tell you that I was getting a paycheck from Marvel, but I ain't. I ain't. Hey, Mr. Theo B, I forgot all about that guy 15 issue run. Man, please. I wish I could. I wish I could. It's crazy how DC treats characters like Mr. Terrific, John Stewart, love, but Marvel doing the opposite with T'Challa. Funny because I've been loving Mr. Terrific so far. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Michael Holt. Shout out to Edie Kapiki. Shout out to you, big dog. I'm happy for him. You know what? James Gunn, man, listen. Bloodshot, you put respect on where Idris Elba did it. Right. I see you got Mr. Sexy Flexy. Yeah, you got him getting ready to be John Stewart, right? Ladies gonna love that and everything like that. Gonna make the brothers start working out and everything like that. I mean, like you got to do like the dudes. I guess to say it now. Hold on, wait now. Let me think about this thing for a second now, cause your boys working out, huh? Your boys putting on you got them brothers over there putting on muscle weight, huh? Like, cause they want to do this over here. You say now we want to do this over here. I think one of the things that got Michael B. Jordan over and everything like that was Michael was the most buffest brother we had on camera. Yeah. We ain't have nobody else like that. Chadwick tried. We're not doing that. He tried. We know he was going through some stuff and everything like that. But I think the most physically imposing. Okay, hold on. Jonathan Majors was king. Jonathan Majors was king. I had to think about. Wait, yeah, okay. But no, all them. James Gunn ain't playing. He ain't playing. Them boys over there on Swole Patrol. Oh, them boys over there, them boys look like they, boy, okay, all right. You know that's crazy. Can we do a versus real quick? Can we do a versus real quick? Here we go. James Gunn, fist fight. You can't use no weapons. Fist fight. Setting the rules right now. Fist fight. No, fist fight. You can't pick up nothing. Fist fight. Who we got? James Gunn, Mr. Terrific, or the MCU's War Machine? You can't use no weapons, no powers, or nothing. Fist fight. We got James Gunn, Mr. Terrific. The MCUs, Fastos. James Gunn, John Stewart, the MCUs, Sam Wilson. I know who I got. Put your comments. put your. You know what's a better fight? A better fight is actually the MCU. I'm sorry, James Gunn, Mr. Terrific, versus the MCU's Killmonger. And James Gunn, John Stewart versus the MCU's Kang. That's the better fight right there. That's the better fist fight right there. Other than that, no, boy, look, boy, Marvel take it. But you ain't wrong, Mr. Rubin. You ain't wrong. They do treat him with respect. I need to know any issue of Avengers. What was the secret mission about that T'Challa went on, and what was he doing? Man. All right, so T'Challa went to the Meridian Diadem. I don't know what issue that was. I really want to say like issue 22 or something like that. He went to the Meridian Diadem and helped them handle their business, get them organized and everything like that. Honestly, I would like to see that paid off because that should be an extension of T'Challa because they call themselves the Black Panther Gang. I kind of like that, Jed. Come on now. But yeah, he went off in the Meridian Diadem, helped stabilize that and everything. Was gone for like 5 or 7 issues, and he back now though. He back. Oh, he went. Come on, you'll say went full hoe. But Dawn just got up and left. Makes sense why Jonathan Hickman started writing for the Ultimate Universe. I don't know how you tell Jonathan Hickman though. Yeah, I don't know how you like. I don't know how you tell Jonathan Hickman though. Like, if anybody has the cachet to say, "Hey, this is what we're doing." First of all, I don't know how you feel within you. I'm going to overturn something Reginald Hutland did. Like, feel how you want to feel. Do we not know a real person designed Aurora's wedding dress in the comic books? Like, feel how you want to feel. Do we not know that the wedding of Aurora and T'Challa, much like the deletion of Clark Kent, Kal-El, Superman, made national headlines? Unlike Cat Williams, boy, we don't know how to do nothing. We don't know how to keep nothing. We don't. Think about that for a second. National headlines and a the last time you heard about somebody real designing a comic book character's wedding dress? Sit up here and watch fashion design shows on Netflix and everything like that, and a real person designed Aurora's. The Watcher was there, and he don't just show up anywhere. So the writer Reginald Hutland put enough thought. But hey, it wasn't organic. Ain't none of this stuff organic. Somebody makes it happen. Stop saying stuff like that. The writer thought enough to say, hey, I'm going to put the #1 black male character together with the #1 black female character, and forget anything else. A black person had a problem with that? Well, if we got a problem with it, yeah, we shouldn't have no expectations about it working. Because if we got a problem with it, we just ought to know somebody else got a problem with it, but we not thinking why they got a problem with it. I don't know why we got a problem with it, but we need to know why they got a problem with it. And here we go, just handing them stuff. You know, we don't need that. And now what do you have? Nothing. Nada. And you still ain't looking at the forest for the trees. You not. No. They could have been had T'Challa and Aurora together. They should have never broke up. They should have never broke up. That was trash. That was trash. You go back and you read that story. I dare anybody to go over there, read that story over and over again, and you look at what T'Challa and Aurora actually do on panel, and see if them words match up. No, them words don't match up. Get at your feelings, hating on one character, hating on the other character, and everything like that. You gonna hate on somebody, hate on the editors and the writers that wrote that trash. That's what you do. I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Don't be hitting me up talking about that. That's trash. If you consider yourself a credible fan of these characters, you know damn good and well that ain't how they act. And I'm gonna say this: stop projecting, because I can see some of y'all butt hurt. Some of y'all done been through some stuff. We all done been through some stuff. Stop projecting your life onto these characters. The characters are supposed to represent the best of us. Well, they ain't scarred. They're mature. They're supposed to be the inspiration for how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. So stop projecting. I'm gonna touch Ridley if I you already told her not to get involved. Big Ruben say T'Challa peeping that there were hidden enemies among Aurora Council on Morocco. It makes sense if he used the Gentle as a former bodyguard towards Storm. John Ridley completely wrote the opposite. Me and Mr. Smith chopped it up, and we sit up there like, that's what makes sense. Hell no. I can trust Aurora all damn day long. You think I trust them other damn mutants on Morocco? It's a bunch of damn Omega. The whole damn planet damn near is full of Omega level mutants. And all of them ain't necessarily kicking the bobo with Aurora like that. Hell yeah, I need a spy on Morocco. It'd be stupid not to. And since we know a whole planet full of Omega level mutants and all of them not kicking the bobo with Aurora like that, you damn right I got a bodyguard checking for my ex on Morocco. You damn right. Just cause we ain't together don't mean I still ain't got feelings for her. You damn right. So stop that. Appreciate it. Good look, Big Ruben. Excellent point. Excellent point. King Cam in the podcast. Ain't you supposed to be on? Ain't you supposed to be celebrating your birthday, big dog? What do you say, James Gunn? James Gunn did his business. What do you say, Rhodey getting whooped? Man, they putting feet, hand. Ronnie said, I want James Gunn to call Jonathan Majors to play the character icon and just need Milestone Comics to get on board with that idea. That there. What you just said. Because I ain't trying to be sunny. Well, I am trying to be sunny. I ain't trying to be funny, but I know how we gonna show out. So don't let money be what stop you, because you're gonna get that on the back end. Yeah, we buying the Blu-ray. Like, I'm gonna tell you how to get your money. Yeah. Get your money on the back end, get your money in marketing. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, we gonna buy the Blu-ray. Yeah. Damn all that streaming stuff. We going to the movie theater. Yeah, let me help you out. Just in case you got some financial concern. We going to the movie theater. We gonna watch it when it hit the streaming service. We gonna buy the Blu-ray. We gonna buy all the toys associated with it. It's gonna be dress up day. Yes, good God Almighty Jesus. It's gonna be dress up day. If you drop an Icon t-shirt, we wearing it. We gonna buy it. If you drop a Rocket t-shirt, got to, because we got daughters and everything like that. You don't get one without the other. We gonna get it. Yes, we getting it all. I'm telling you, don't let the money be this hold up factor. No, here we go. You can either be Michael Jordan in this situation, or you can be LeBron James in this situation. You can either be Tom Brady in this situation, or you can be Ben Roethlisberger. I hope, I hope that then, I hope that message was received the way I was intending it to be received. But I ain't saying. I'm just saying, like, you gonna get your change. So you don't let that be the holding factor. Don't let that be what stop you now. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. Jonathan Majors as icon is a must. I ain't saying. I'm just saying. The Kamoyo King, did T'Challa get some Meridian? I ain't really see no women over there. I didn't see anybody over there with a female persuasion. I didn't. I could be wrong. I might have overlooked it. I didn't not saying that they weren't there. I just didn't see anybody. What's going on, Mr. Mark? What's going on? Don't forget to subscribe, please, and thank you if you could. We're trying to make it do what it's gonna do. Ananza the Spider, I'm just waiting for Bash to wake up from her cat nap to say to T'Challa, you know you and Aurora still married, right? You didn't know a damn thing. There you go. Now, mind you, those of us that would like things to work out in our favor, that's the move right now. Your boy pull up to Wakanda, Bass be like, where your wife at? Huh? People to say huh can hear. I said, where's your wife at? I ain't got no wife. Could you imagine that? Him sitting up there, I ain't got no wife. Says who? That's the only one. That is the only, besides his mother, that is the only woman I seen T'Challa nut up in front of. I can see him. She be like, says who? Huh? Boy, if I got, because she would call him boy. Boy, if I got to ask you again. I could definitely see that. That would make all the sense in the world. That would make all the sense in the world, Anansi. Hey Theo, what's going on? I'm in Beaumont. Queen Cam has a residency at Lamar U, so it's for school and not fun. Gotcha. Bass part 2, because I didn't clear any annulment, so get your wife and get on with your life. That's the move. You know what? Can I say I love the Rock With Me Nation? I want to thank y'all so much for making Late Night with Theo be special, because y'all got me feeling pretty good. Y'all got some excellent ideas and everything like that. That's why I love the Rock With Me Nation. You are absolutely right, Mr. Anansi. That would be the move right there. Like that move right there. That move trumps everything, because Bass is the big joker or the big cat, however you want to put it. But yeah, that trump everything. that trump everything. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Aurora got a Wakanda nickname. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I think she got a Wakanda nickname. Big Ruben say T'Challa telling Bass, huh, it's crazy funny. Even with the mask, you can tell the expression he make. Bass really is T'Challa second mom. Like, that's the move right there. That's the move. T'Challa pull up in Wakanda. He go to the Djalia. Hold on. This is my daughter. Hold on. We back. That was my daughter. One in law school and everything like that. So let me know. She wanted to let her father know that Idris Elba has been fine his entire life. Speaking of Idris Elba, if you have not seen Heads of State, pause. No Diddy. I don't know what we're saying now. Y'all need to check that out. It's on Amazon. Great movie and everything like that. It's a new twist on the buddy cop movie genre. Instead of being a buddy cop, we got a president and a prime minister in the movie. Idris Elba and John Cena are pure comedic gold. Miss Pranyanka, I want to make sure I'm saying her name right. She is a legitimate action hero. Yes, she is. She's believable in what she does and everything like that. Uh, it's a fun ride. It's a predictable fun ride. Even when they try and throw you with the plot twist at the end, it's something that you can see coming. But it's enjoyable. It is enjoyable. I watched it, did not feel the need to walk away from it at any point in time. Great, great movie. Saturday matinee type thing where we're going to go have some fun. We're going to come out after watching the movie and we're going to thinking about fighting some folks and everything like that. We're going to be crunking full of energy. There are no dull points in the movie. The movie does not drag. The pacing is on point. It's consistent. Idris Elba and John Cena need to be put in more movies. They need to be put in more action comedies, because what they had in the Suicide Squad, they just took that into a whole nother level. They just took that to a whole nother level. So shout out to them. Ronnie says James Gunn even make it a period piece just to start off with there and do a time jump to the modern day. Hey, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Bash your press Aurora as well. I can see it. Especially considering where Aurora is at in this stage in her life and everything like that. I can see that conversation. Hey, and come on. Aurora be like, yeah, come on. What you doing? Huh? Oh, you gonna say huh too, huh? People say huh can hear. What you got going on? Well, I'm a storm goddess. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care. You need to know. Over here, that don't matter worth two damns. It don't. What you got going on with your husband? What husband? I'm not there. See, here you go too. Yeah. Did you not come to me to seek permission? Did I not approve you? Did you and T'Challa just go get married, or did you come talk to me? I came and talked to you. Okay. So what make you, if he didn't have no say so coming in, what make you think he got some say so going out? Well, I just thought, that's what's wrong with y'all children. Y'all think too damn much. Y'all don't know enough. Get your ass back in the camp. Get your ass back in the Golden City. Get your ass back in the Golden City. People keep, that's why I have to give it up to Cheryl Lynn Eaton. I got to do that, because from the MCU, the John Ridley's run, and really, I don't like saying it because I just don't believe she had enough time. But even in Dr. Eve Ewing's run, they downplayed the hell out of Bass. They acted like Bass was a non-damn deity. Forget entity. They acted like she was a non-deity. Like that, no. What? Do Wakandans not still pray to Bass? Okay, so when did Bass okay this whole damn democracy damn thing? When did Bass sign up? Damn T'Challa. Who the hell is T'Challa to Bass? Since when T'Challa was no, Bass appointed his family as the kings and queens of Wakanda, not the people. The people didn't choose them. She chose them. So who in the hell are the people? They especially when they still pray to her. Yeah. Ain't none of that made no damn sense. ain't none of that made no damn sense. Let me see. Big Ruben says, Bass telling Aurora, you sleep or have an air with any other man other than T'Challa, it's going to be me and you. Treat my champion with respect as I had with you. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Elba and Cena in a Lethal Weapon remake. Listen, they are pure comedic gold. I could see it. Any action movie for that matter. Any action comedy movie for that matter. Them guys got it. The chemistry between the two of them. Like that's the other thing. Like I don't know if y'all remember the Wild Wild West movie with Will Smith and I think his name was Alan Larkin or whatever. You could tell they didn't have good chemistry. And then when you went to go read on about what was going on behind the scenes and everything like that, it was a power struggle. But those two, and you could easily watch it again. Let me say that. You could easily watch that movie again. You could. And you gonna get you some laughing on. Like you gonna get you some ooh on, like some on and everything like that. Like that movie is hilarious. That movie is hilarious. It's not something that I don't believe they could do a sequel to. The way it's set up and everything like that. But to pair those two in another movie, yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. Fat Kamoyo King. Baz can also read the hearts of people. So Baz would offer up no storm slept with Logan, not once but twice. Baz high key would cut up on Aurora. Yeah, you know what? As Mrs. Smith has alluded to, he stated we chopped it up tonight and everything like that. There is something that could be written where Emma Frost took control over Aurora's mind, which would we could say made her susceptible because we have to remember the red triangle protocols that they have all went through and everything like that. We could say that Emma having possessed Aurora's body before made her susceptible to Eternity's influence. Thus, her doing something like that, it wasn't really Aurora, it was Emma's influence. That's a way out. Could be done and everything like that. There's ways to correct it, but you have to want to. That's what I would say. There are ways to correct it. You just have to want to. And I'm of the mindset that's not what they want to do. It's just me. Aurora needs to purify herself before she can be worthy to T'Challa. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. What I will say is this, because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I know T'Challa smashed old girl when he was in the Intergalactic Empire. Now, he did get Aurora's blessing. I do believe he got her blessing after the fact because he can't lie to her. But I do know he got him some intergalactic. I know that's what happened. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm saying Bastard was her. Yes, she is. She is. King Cam. Yeah, yes, she is. Remember when Baz read Dr. Doom's heart, Baz would really find out Aurora was with Craig and Logan and curse that girl out. I mean, you know, like I said, I don't, since then, to your point, because I have to be fair, since then, both Aurora and T'Challa have slept with other people. Being honest, I'm just being honest. I know that's what has occurred. I know that's what has occurred. So I don't want to act like that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So that's it. But that's it though. I just bringing it back home. I understand, but like I said, I wish we all spoke Xhosa, but we don't. Swahili or something like that, but we don't. So if you want to know what's going through my mind, I can't say it here. So what you got right now is just me explaining to you why I feel the way I feel based on the writing that we've seen, observed, critically observed, as opposed to just feeling some type of way. Because I was feeling some type of way. I was feeling some type of way. But, you know, you just have to sit back and ask yourself why you're feeling some type of way. But if you want to know more you need further clarification, because you probably do, and you wouldn't be wrong. And my clarification would only take 2 seconds. It wouldn't be no long, it wouldn't be no long, it wouldn't be no long text or anything like that. So if you want to know, I'll tell you. If you don't want to know, then just take the video at face value. So that's it. Read this last note. Let me see. Got that? Okay. I'm out. Thank y'all so much for pulling up late night with Theo B. Y'all did not have to be. Hit that like button, share the video, and everything like that. And in the meantime, in between time till next time, in memory of the late great non-Cornesian Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so we out.